Hello, welcome back to Just a Verse. My name is Bridget, and my goal on this channel is for you to gain a deeper understanding of a Bible verse. So I just pick a scripture from the Bible and I elaborate on that scripture and support it with instances, stories, and experiences. So we're going to jump right into the verse of the day. The verse we're going to be working on is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27. Nor give place to the devil. So, as you can tell, it's a really short scripture. But before we talk more about that verse, let me just go ahead and give you a brief summary of the few verses before the 27. So, in the beginning of the chapter talked about we should walk in our calling. And it also talked about God has given all of us gift. So, gift from some people to be pastors, to prophesy, to evangelize. These gifts are given to us for us to serve differently. So that if we all have these different gifts, right, we will all come as one and we will believe in one message, not a false message, but the message of Jesus Christ. It also talked about us living the right way and not like how the Gentiles did, because the Gentiles didn't want to know more about God. And then it talked about speaking truth to our neighbor. So that was when it talked about we're allowed to be angry, but then we are not supposed to let the anger go on for a while till the next day. If that happens, we give place to the devil. So we can see that that verse is very easy to understand, right? That we shouldn't give place to the devil. We shouldn't give room to the devil. We shouldn't give the devil a foothold. Even though this scripture was talking about anger, right? That the anger shouldn't go on a long period of time. But I am not going to base it just on the anger. I am going to be talking about the different ways we could give enemy a foothold, or we could give room to the enemy. So that then might not be a sin. But then, even though it's not a sin, if we participate in that thing, the enemy could lead you to sin or delay your blessings. So I'm just going to be talking about the different ways that we could give the enemy a foothold. God has told somebody to start something in his life, right? So he has started this thing. So that thing could be a ministry, an organization, etc., right? So this person has started it. But then he decides that he just wants to take a break now. So that break is not no 2 days, a day. He is taking a break for a period of time because he is just tired. So even though it's not a sin, but then him taking a break is giving the enemy room, because once the enemy comes in, the enemy would just weaken this person that, hey, don't even go back to what you were doing, because remember, you were tired and that is the reason why you took this break. So don't go back to that thing that you just started. So the enemy tells this person, and now he cannot go back to what he just started. Why? Because he gave the enemy a room, a chance. And now this person never retroverted because he gave the enemy a chance. And now he cannot complete what God started in his life. The enemy was able to defeat this person. This person, right? She has decided that now she wants to spend more time with God. So every night she wants to spend more time with God, read her Bible scriptures, pray to break some chains in her life. So she's planned her day to spend time with God now, right? And then it's 10 p.m. and then she has come across a movie. So she sees this movie and then she says, you know what? Let me just watch this movie and then afterwards I would just spend time with God. Meanwhile, this person so sleepy around 12 a.m. midnight every night. So she decides to watch the movie. So now you could clearly see that she has given the enemy a room watching the movie. And then the movie finishes at 11:45. So she now decides to read the Bible scriptures. She's reading the Bible scriptures. Let's say she's reading about Adam and Eve, and then she's dozing off. She now finds herself in the Garden of Eden, dreaming. By the time she woke up, she realizes that she couldn't spend time with God. Why? Because she gave the enemy a room. So instead of her spending time with God, getting closer to God, her to receive blessings from God, for her to be stronger in the spirit so that she never fall into sin, but now she couldn't dedicate her time to God. Why? Because she gave the enemy a room. Don't give the enemy a foothold. This person has to quit smoking, drinking alcohol because his life hasn't been good. But then now there is a certain place that is full of alcohol, cigarette, or weed, or right? He decides that, you know what? Even though I've quit smoking, let me just go to that place, not to smoke, not to drink. I just want to go to that place to just hang out, to take a break. I just want to get out of my house. Even though he is not participating in the sin, he's still giving the enemy a room. So he goes there and then he's sniffing the smoke, the cigarette, the weed, and then he says, "Ooh, I remember that smell." Or he goes there and then he meets somebody, and then the person tells him, try a little bit of the alcohol, just a little bit on your tongue. You don't have to drink it, just a little bit on your tongue. And then he tries it, and now he drank the whole bottle because he gave the enemy a room. He gave the enemy a chance, a foothold. Do not give the enemy a room. That thing that you're thinking of doing, right? It might not be a sin, but really contemplate. Do you discern that that thing could lead you to sin or will delay your blessings? If so, then do not give the enemy a room. You know exactly what that thing is as you've thought about it right now. The enemy knows that you're strong. So he is trying to strategize a way for you to give him a room so that he comes in and then weaken you. So what the enemy will do is that he tries to convince you to indulge in that thing that might not be a sin, so that he could come in, because that is the only way that the enemy could get you. So do not give the enemy that room. If you are able to sacrifice that thing that the enemy could lead you to sin, the enemy wouldn't be able to delay your blessings. So do not give the enemy a foothold, because there are blessings waiting for you, and your blessings will be right on time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that this video blessed you. And don't forget to like this video, comment, share this video if somebody came into your mind while you were watching this. And if God permits, see you when I upload